God is using your enemy to push you right into your destiny. Although the enemy might think that everything, all his ploys, his tricks worked, he thought that everything he did to hurt you, he thought you was always going to be hurt. You was always going to be down. You were never going to rise again. Oh, but God. When I say God has the last say in everything you're facing and everything you're going through, God has the last say. So never think that you're going to be in that place forever. Never think that you're going to be down forever, because you won't. It's time for you to rise. It's the rise of the last. Like I've been posting, the last shall be first and the first shall be last. God doesn't play about you, and God is always close and near to the brokenhearted. You were never alone. God was always with you, guiding your steps and making your path straight. Although you thought the betrayal and the heartache and all the times that you was at rock bottom, you thought it was to break you. It was really to make you. God was bringing you closer to your destiny. The enemy was pushing you closer to the hands of God. The enemy was pushing you close to you becoming exactly what God says you are. Exactly what God sees fit as you doing in life. That's what the enemy was pushing you towards. He didn't know. The enemy did not know. He was making you a better you. He was making, by the enemy trying to bring you to your lowest, he really was bringing you to your highest potential. Do you know how beautiful the power of starting over is? The enemy thinks when he tries to take everything that you have, worldly possessions, he thinks that's gonna make you not be who God has called you to be. But oh, but God, it brought you closer to God. It grew your character. It grew you. You have grown so much in these last few years. You turned away from the world. You turned to God. You chose to dwell in God. And God is about to reward you for doing that. It's only up from here. It's only up from here. It's time for you to stop worrying about what you have let go. It's nothing in the past. Everything that's in the past is in the past for a reason. It's nothing in the past that you need. It's nothing in the past that we probably want you, but you don't need it. It's nothing in the past that you need. You should want nothing from the past, because there's nothing back there for you. Everything that you want and need is in your future. Is in your current state of being. Be happy now, grateful now, and ready to receive these blessings that God has for you. God is in control. God will not allow the enemy to have reign over you. You have reign over your enemies. God says you are in control of your enemies. You have the power to condemn your enemies. Anybody that's coming up against your finances, coming up against your mental, coming up against your success, coming up against you speaking in negative tongues, you have the power to condemn. Continue to seek God. Continue to read the word of God. Continue to be this great person that God is molding you to be. God is changing you. God has changed your heart. God has changed your character. God has changed your hunger. Like, you want different things. The things that you used to thirst over, you no longer want. God said, that's the right word I was looking for. God has changed your appetite. The things that you used to want, you don't even want them no more. Like, you don't even care. You don't even care if you get them no more. Like, the things you used to want out of life, you don't even care. What you're concerned about is making sure you become who God has called you to be. That's what you're concerned about. You're not concerned about nothing of the world. You're only concerned about your character and leading people closer to God and giving people courage, encouraging people to keep going and know you always have to keep your hope. You always have to keep your faith, because You always win in the end. Nothing can hold a chosen person down too long. Nothing can hold you down too long. You're always gonna rise. You're always gonna be at the forefront of blessings. You're always gonna be first. Although you have been last for a long time, God is about to show you that you come first. You belong at the front of the line for the blessings. God is about to pour upon you abundance and blessings this year. Keep on going. Stay focused. This year is all about you getting closer to God and getting your dreams accomplished. Not just thinking about it, but actually taking action steps each and every day to accomplish your dreams and your goals. And the way you accomplish your dreams and your goals is through the hands of God. God is going to bless you this year. You stayed faithful. You sowed so much. You sowed everything that you can possibly sow. You have sown into God's children. God is about to bless you so much for all that you have been doing. Continue to stay focused on just becoming a better person and becoming the best version of yourself. And you could do it through God, through prayer, and through just remaining focused. Not even dwelling on nothing of the world. Don't dwell on anything you lack, because God already said you are a child of a king. You should lack nothing. God is your shepherd. You should not want nothing from the world. You should lean on God and have faith that God is going to provide. Don't ever think that you have to lean on anybody of the world. You don't. Lean on God. I encourage you to ask God for something today. Ask God for something that you need right now. Ask God. And watch He provides. And when you pray, I just want to give you a little pointer for when you pray. When you pray, you have to give God your undivided attention. Like, you have to be focused when you're praying. You have to be in silence when you're praying. You can't have no phone just in your hand. Just be empty-handed and just go to God in prayer and ask God for what you need. I encourage you to do that tonight. Stay focused. This year, don't let anything knock you off your pivot. You should not let anything have the power over you, because if something is able to change your energy to get you upset, that means whatever that is, it has power over you. Nothing should have power over you but God and yourself. Keep a positive mindset through whatever you're facing, and watch how you get through it. Watch how you get through it. Watch how you go through the fire. You have already been through the fire and you didn't even get burned. You don't look like nothing of what you've been through. You are a force to be reckoned with because of God. You're so amazing. I want you to stay encouraged. Continue to encourage yourself. Continue to speak life over your life. Continue to speak life over whatever you're going through. Speak life over your storm. Tell your storm that it has to go. You are not welcome here anymore. It's my season of abundance. It's my season of grace. It's my season of greatness. It's my season to walk in all that God has called me to walk in. Answer that call today. This year is all about purpose. Like I said, your purpose is going to make a way for you this year. God is going to allow your purpose to not only bless you, but to bless a nation. Continue to keep going. Continue to keep praying. Continue to keep God at the forefront of your mind. Wherever you're going through, pray and give it to God. And have faith. Even though you might not have it in this very moment, you got to know that it's coming. So get up and continue on your day like you already got it. Continue your day like God has already answered your prayer. That's walking by faith. Not seeing, but you have a knowing that it's going to happen. You have to have strong faith if you want something out of life. If you want to get far in life, you got to have strong faith in God, that God is going to steer you in the right direction. Do not be afraid to start over. Do not be afraid to take a leap of faith. Do not be afraid to pursue your dreams. Do not be afraid to answer the call of God, because God is going to provide. Wherever God leads you, God will provide a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. If you have a will, nothing can stop the human will but you. You are a force to be reckoned with. Like I said, you are powerful. Nothing can stop you but you. So continue to keep the faith. Continue to keep going. And keep your hope alive. Like, you always have to have your hope, because you never know when God is going to change your situation. God can literally change your situation while you're sleeping. God can literally change your situation right now. In a blink of an eye, God can say, oh, it's time to next level her. It's time to next level him. It's time for him to go to the next level. It's time for him to reach all of his goals. It's time for him to finally see that I am God. This year, you're going to see God is who he says he is. You know, you always had the faith. But this year, God is like, I'm about to show you. God is going to blow your mind. You know, God always comes through. But he going to come through in a big way this year. He going to step for you. You going to know it was nothing but God. Because God is all that you have had the entire time. So make sure when you get this next big blessing, make sure you know it was nothing but God. God is going to get all the glory. Nobody else. You going to know already who it was. Nobody is able to pull off what God can pull off for you. Do not lean on the world. Lean into God. And know that he's going to answer your prayers. And you're going to get so much farther than you ever thought you would get. Like, God is about to open some doors that you never knew you was qualified for. God is about to put you in some rooms that you never thought you would walk through. You're answering that call. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid when God finally answers your prayers. When God says it's time to go, you gotta be ready. And you know, God has been getting you ready for years now. It's time for you to walk in it. So continue to keep going. Continue to stay prayerful. Stay prayed up. And when you get all that God has, when you get all that you have been asking God for, whatever you do, remain meek. The meek shall inherit the earth. You're blessed in heaven and in earth. You're blessed everywhere you go. So wherever you go, like I keep telling you guys, keep your head held high. And know that you are all that God has called you to be. Whatever you need is already within you. You don't need nothing else to win. You already have it. You always think, oh, I gotta wait till I get this. I gotta wait till I get that. I gotta wait till I get that. You already have everything you need, because you know what it starts out with the first thing you need. And the biggest thing that you need. God and yourself. And you already got those two. So what else do you need? Start now. Start on your dreams and goals right now, today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it right now. So I love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Stay focused. Keep going. Keep your faith. Keep your hope. And know that you are loved. God loves you. I love you so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and get this video out to other people that loves encouragement and words of wisdom. Okay, stay focused. I love you, and I will see you guys real soon. Oh, and stay consistent.